Life, as we know it, is a journey of highs and lows, triumphs and setbacks. At some point, we all face challenges that leave us questioning our strength, our purpose, and our very identity. In these moments, we are left with a choice to stay broken or to rebuild ourselves. Today, I want to talk about the transformative power of rebuilding. Rebuilding yourself begins with a crucial yet often challenging step: acknowledging and accepting the fall. It is human nature to avoid confronting our failures, disappointments, or shortcomings. We tend to bury them under layers of excuses, distractions, or denial, hoping they will disappear or become insignificant over time. However, true transformation begins when we have the courage to face our realities, no matter how painful they may be. This step is not about dwelling on negativity or self-blame, but about embracing truth and taking ownership of our circumstances. Acknowledging the fall allows us to clear away the illusions and start building a foundation rooted in honesty and self-awareness. When something breaks, whether it's a relationship, a career path, a dream, or even our sense of self, it leaves us feeling vulnerable and exposed. In these moments, it is tempting to blame external factors, the economy, other people, bad timing, or even fate. While external forces do play a role in shaping our lives, the power to rebuild lies within us. Acceptance is not about assigning blame, but about recognizing that something is amiss and that we have the power to address it. By acknowledging the fall, we take the first step toward reclaiming that power. Denial, on the other hand, can be a significant barrier to progress. When we refuse to admit that something has gone wrong, we inadvertently prolong the pain and postpone the healing process. Imagine a cracked dam holding back a vast reservoir of water. Ignoring the crack doesn't prevent the eventual flood, it simply delays it, often with more catastrophic consequences. Similarly, failing to acknowledge our personal cracks can lead to greater emotional, mental, or physical strain in the long run. Acknowledgement, though difficult, is like repairing that crack before the dam collapses. It is a proactive step towards safeguarding our future. Acceptance also requires humility. It forces us to confront our imperfections and limitations, which can be uncomfortable and even frightening. Society often glorifies success and perfection, leaving little room for vulnerability or failure. However, failure is not the end of the road. It is a natural part of the human experience. Accepting our failures or setbacks allows us to view them not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. It shifts our perspective from "why did this happen to me" to "what can I learn from this?" This shift in mindset is transformative and lays the groundwork for meaningful change. An essential aspect of acknowledging the fall is taking responsibility for our role in the situation. While it is true that external factors can influence outcomes, it is equally important to examine how our choices, actions, or attitudes may have contributed. Taking responsibility is not about self-criticism or guilt, but about empowerment. When we recognize our role in shaping the present, we also realize our ability to influence the future. Responsibility fosters a sense of agency, reminding us that while we cannot control everything, we can control how we respond and rebuild. Acknowledgement also fosters authenticity. When we admit to ourselves and others that we have faced a setback, we invite honesty into our lives. This honesty can be liberating, as it allows us to let go of the need to maintain a facade of perfection. Authenticity builds deeper connections with others because it reminds us of our shared humanity. People are often more inspired by stories of resilience than by tales of unbroken success. By embracing our struggles and owning our narratives, we not only rebuild ourselves, but also inspire others to do the same. Acknowledging the fall doesn't mean dwelling on it indefinitely. It is a necessary step, but it is not the destination. Acceptance should lead to action, not stagnation. Once we have faced the truth of our situation, we can begin to explore solutions and take steps toward improvement. This forward momentum is only possible when we have fully embraced the reality of where we are. Trying to move forward without acceptance is like building a house on an unstable foundation. Sooner or later, it will collapse. The process of acknowledgement can also be deeply healing. Naming and understanding our struggles can reduce their power over us. When we avoid confronting our difficulties, they often grow in magnitude, fueled by fear and uncertainty. By bringing them into the light, we strip them of their mystery and begin to see them for what they truly are: challenges that can be overcome. This act of acknowledgement can be the first step toward regaining confidence and clarity. Ultimately, acknowledging and accepting the fall is about giving ourselves permission to start anew. It is an act of self-compassion, recognizing that we are not defined by our setbacks, but by how we rise from them. This process requires courage, patience, and a willingness to be vulnerable. It is not easy, but it is essential for growth. In conclusion, rebuilding yourself begins with the courage to face your truth. Acknowledging and accepting the fall is a powerful act that paves the way for transformation. It allows us to clear away denial, embrace responsibility, and foster authenticity. This step, though challenging, is liberating and empowering. By accepting our circumstances and taking ownership of our narratives, we set the stage for growth and resilience. Remember, the most beautiful structures are often built on the ruins of the old, stronger, wiser, and more enduring. So take that first step, acknowledge where you are, and prepare to rebuild yourself into something extraordinary. Defining your vision is a critical step in the journey to rebuilding yourself. It provides the clarity, purpose, and direction needed to transform your life and overcome the setbacks you have faced. Without a clear vision, you risk drifting aimlessly, allowing circumstances to dictate your path rather than taking charge of your destiny. A defined vision serves as a blueprint for what you want to achieve and who you want to become, guiding your decisions and actions as you rebuild your life piece by piece. It is the foundation upon which your new self can be constructed. When you begin the process of defining your vision, it is important to reflect deeply on your values, passions, and goals. This step is not just about identifying what you want to achieve externally, such as career milestones, relationships, or material success, but also about understanding what fulfills you internally. Who do you want to be as a person? What kind of life will bring you meaning and joy? These questions require honesty and introspection. Your vision must resonate with your true self, not be influenced by societal expectations or the opinions of others. A vision that is authentically yours will ignite a sense of purpose and motivation that drives you forward, even in the face of challenges. A clear vision also provides a sense of hope and possibility. When you face setbacks or failures, it's easy to feel lost or defeated. Defining a vision shifts your focus from what you've lost to what you can create. It shifts your mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance, helping you see the opportunities that lie ahead rather than dwelling on the obstacles behind you. This forward-looking perspective is essential for rebuilding yourself, as it transforms feelings of despair into determination and action. Creating a vision requires you to think big, but also be realistic about what is achievable. It's about balancing ambition with practicality. While your vision should inspire and challenge you, it should also feel attainable, given the resources, skills, and time you have. Unrealistic visions can lead to frustration and discouragement, while achievable ones build confidence and momentum as you make progress. Start by imagining your ideal future, then break it down into specific, measurable goals that you can work towards step by step. One of the most important aspects of defining your vision is understanding that it is not set in stone. Your vision can and should evolve as you grow and learn more about yourself. Life is unpredictable, and the person you are today may not have the same priorities, desires, or circumstances as the person you'll be a few years from now. This flexibility is not a sign of failure, but of adaptability. As you pursue your vision, be open to revising and refining it. The process of rebuilding yourself is dynamic, and your vision should reflect that. Having a defined vision also acts as a filter for your choices and actions. When you know what you want to achieve, it becomes easier to distinguish between opportunities that align with your goals and distractions that pull you away from them. This clarity helps you focus your time, energy, and resources on what truly matters, avoiding the trap of spreading yourself too thin or chasing things that do not contribute to your growth. Each decision you make can be guided by the question, does this bring me closer to the person I want to become? If the answer is yes, move forward. If not, have the discipline to say no. Defining your vision also involves setting both short-term and long-term goals. Short-term goals provide immediate milestones that build momentum and keep you motivated, while long-term goals give you a sense of direction and purpose over the horizon. These goals should be specific and actionable, allowing you to measure progress and celebrate achievements along the way. For example, if your vision includes becoming a healthier person, a short-term goal might be adopting a regular exercise routine, while a long-term goal could be running a marathon. Each small step reinforces your commitment to the larger vision. A strong vision also requires visualization. Take time to imagine your future self living the life you envision. What does it look like? How does it feel? Visualization helps make your vision more tangible and real, strengthening your belief that it is possible. This mental imagery can serve as a source of inspiration during difficult times, reminding you of the rewards that await if you stay committed to your goals. The process of defining your vision can also be enriched by seeking input from others. Trusted friends, mentors, or coaches can provide valuable perspectives and feedback that help you refine your ideas. While your vision must ultimately be your own, outside input can challenge your assumptions, spark new ideas, and help you identify blind spots. Surrounding yourself with people who support and encourage your vision can also provide accountability and motivation as you work toward it. In conclusion, defining your vision is a transformative step in the process of rebuilding yourself. It provides the clarity, purpose, and direction needed to move forward with confidence and determination. Your vision should be a reflection of your authentic self, grounded in your values and passions, and adaptable to the changes life inevitably brings. It acts as both a compass and a motivator, guiding your choices and actions while inspiring hope and possibility. By taking the time to define and commit to your vision, you lay the foundation for a future that is not only rebuilt but reimagined, stronger and more fulfilling than ever before. Learning from your past is a cornerstone of personal growth and an essential part of rebuilding yourself. When setbacks, failures, or mistakes occur, it can be tempting to push them aside, bury them in denial, or allow them to consume you with regret. However, within every difficulty lies the seed of insight, and every failure contains lessons that can pave the way for a stronger future. The process of learning from the past involves examining your experiences with honesty, extracting meaningful insights, and using those lessons as tools to rebuild your life. It is not an easy task, but it is one of the most transformative steps you can take. The first step in learning from your past is to confront it with an open mind. This requires a willingness to revisit the events or decisions that led to your setback without fear or judgment. Denying or avoiding the past only allows its negative influence to linger, often subconsciously affecting your actions and decisions. Facing your past head-on enables you to understand what happened, why it happened, and how it affected you. This kind of introspection is not about assigning blame, either to yourself or others, but about gaining clarity and understanding. It is an opportunity to see the situation objectively and identify areas where things could have been done differently. Reflection is key to this process. Taking the time to think deeply about your past experiences allows you to uncover patterns in your behavior, decision-making, or thought processes that may have contributed to your challenges. For example, if you faced repeated difficulties in relationships, reflecting on them might reveal a tendency to avoid communication, prioritize the wrong qualities in a partner, or ignore red flags. These patterns often hold valuable clues about what needs to change moving forward. When you understand these patterns, you can begin to break free from them and create healthier habits or choices. An important aspect of learning from the past is taking responsibility for your role in it. While external factors often play a part in setbacks, focusing solely on them can leave you feeling powerless. Taking ownership of your actions, decisions, or reactions empowers you to make different choices in the future. It allows you to shift from a victim mindset to one of agency and control. Responsibility is not about self-blame or guilt, it is about recognizing your capacity to influence your own life. By taking ownership, you reclaim your power to change and grow. Equally important is the ability to forgive yourself for past mistakes. Rebuilding yourself requires self-compassion and the acknowledgement that no one is perfect. Mistakes are a natural part of the human experience, and dwelling on them can hinder your progress. Forgiving yourself means releasing the weight of regret and focusing on what you can do now to move forward. It is about recognizing that you did the best you could with the knowledge and resources you had at the time. By letting go of self-criticism, you create space for growth and transformation. The lessons you extract from your past can serve as a guide for your future decisions and actions. These lessons might include practical insights, such as recognizing which strategies work best for achieving your goals, or emotional insights, like understanding the importance of boundaries or self-care. Each lesson becomes a tool in your toolbox, equipping you to handle future challenges with greater wisdom and resilience. For example, if you learned that procrastination led to missed opportunities, you can use that lesson to adopt better time management habits in the future. Learning from your past also builds resilience. Each challenge you overcome and each lesson you learn strengthens your ability to face future difficulties. Resilience is not about avoiding challenges, but about bouncing back stronger each time you face them. By understanding how you navigated past setbacks, you develop confidence in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. This confidence is a powerful motivator as you rebuild yourself, reminding you that you have the strength to overcome adversity. Another critical element of learning from your past is the willingness to adapt. Life is dynamic, and the solutions that worked in one situation may not be effective in another. Learning from your past means being open to change and willing to experiment with new approaches. It involves a mindset of curiosity and growth, where every experience, whether it leads to success or failure, is viewed as an opportunity to learn and improve. This adaptability ensures that you remain flexible and prepared to navigate the complexities of life. As you learn from your past, it is also important to focus on the positives. Amidst the difficulties, there are often moments of success, strength, or resilience that can serve as reminders of your potential. Reflecting on these moments helps balance the narrative of your past, preventing it from becoming solely defined by setbacks. Celebrating your achievements, no matter how small, reinforces your belief in your ability to grow and succeed. In conclusion, learning from your past is a transformative step in the process of rebuilding yourself. It requires honest reflection, responsibility, and self-compassion, but the rewards are immense. By examining your experiences, understanding your patterns, and extracting meaningful lessons, you gain the wisdom and tools needed to create a brighter future. The past does not define you. What defines you is how you choose to use it. Each lesson learned is a stepping stone toward the person you aspire to be. So, embrace your past, learn from it, and let it guide you as you rebuild yourself into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Taking incremental steps is a vital principle when rebuilding yourself. After setbacks or challenges, the path to recovery and growth can feel overwhelming, especially when the ultimate goal seems distant or unattainable. However, the beauty of rebuilding lies in the small, consistent steps you take each day toward your vision. These steps, though seemingly insignificant at times, accumulate over time, creating a strong foundation for lasting change. By focusing on incremental progress, you turn the daunting task of rebuilding into a manageable and sustainable process. One of the reasons incremental steps are so powerful is that they allow you to overcome the paralysis of starting. When faced with a massive goal, it's easy to feel stuck, unsure of where to begin or whether you can succeed. This fear of failure can prevent you from taking any action at all. By breaking your goal into smaller, actionable steps, you create a clear path forward. Each step you take builds momentum, replacing fear with confidence and uncertainty with clarity. Starting small not only makes the journey less intimidating, but also establishes a sense of control over the process. Incremental progress also helps you build consistency, which is essential for long-term success. Major transformations don't happen overnight, they are the result of repeated efforts over time. When you commit to small daily actions, you create habits that support your growth. These habits, once established, become second nature, making it easier to maintain your progress even when faced with challenges. For example, if you're rebuilding your health, committing to a short daily walk or preparing one healthy meal each day is more sustainable than attempting an intense workout regimen or an extreme diet from the outset. Over time, these small habits grow into significant lifestyle changes. Another advantage of taking incremental steps is that it allows you to adapt and refine your approach as you go. When you try to tackle everything at once, it's difficult to identify what's working and what isn't. Small steps, on the other hand, provide immediate feedback. As you progress, you can assess your actions, adjust your strategy, and focus on what brings the best results. This adaptability ensures that you remain flexible and responsive, which is especially important in a dynamic and unpredictable world. Incremental progress turns the rebuilding process into a journey of learning and improvement rather than a rigid, all-or-nothing pursuit. Each small success along the way also boosts your confidence and motivation. When you set realistic, achievable goals and accomplish them, you reinforce your belief in your ability to succeed. These moments of success, no matter how minor, create a positive feedback loop. They remind you that progress is possible and that you are capable of overcoming challenges. This sense of accomplishment is particularly important when rebuilding yourself because it counters the feelings of defeat or inadequacy that often accompany setbacks. The more you achieve, the more motivated you become to continue the journey. Taking incremental steps also teaches patience and resilience. In a world that often glorifies instant results, it's easy to feel discouraged when progress is slow. However, true growth and rebuilding require time and effort. Each small step reminds you that the journey is as important as the destination. It's in the process of showing up every day, even when it's difficult, that you build the strength and resilience needed to sustain your progress. This patience not only makes the journey more manageable, but also ensures that the changes you make are deeply rooted and enduring. Furthermore, focusing on incremental progress allows you to maintain balance in your life. When you try to overhaul everything at once, other areas of your life often suffer. By taking small steps, you can integrate your rebuilding efforts into your daily routine without neglecting your responsibilities or well-being. This balance is crucial for long-term success, as it ensures that you remain mentally, emotionally, and physically healthy throughout the process. Incremental steps help you avoid burnout and maintain the energy and focus needed to achieve your goals. It's also important to celebrate each step forward, no matter how small it may seem. Acknowledging your progress reinforces your commitment and reminds you of how far you've come. These celebrations don't have to be elaborate. A simple acknowledgement of your efforts can be enough to keep you motivated. For example, if you're rebuilding your career, completing a certification or updating your resume might feel like a small achievement compared to landing your dream job. However, each of these steps is a critical milestone that brings you closer to your ultimate goal. In conclusion, taking incremental steps is the key to effectively rebuilding yourself. It transforms an overwhelming journey into a series of manageable actions, allowing you to start, build consistency, adapt, and grow with confidence. Small steps provide the structure and momentum needed to create lasting change while fostering patience, resilience, and balance. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your vision, reminding you that progress is possible and that the journey itself is a vital part of your transformation. By embracing incremental progress, you create a path to a stronger, more resilient version of yourself, one step at a time. Building a support system is an essential component of rebuilding yourself. The journey of self-improvement is often challenging and filled with uncertainties, and having the right people by your side can make all the difference. A strong support system provides encouragement, accountability, perspective, and companionship, helping you navigate setbacks while staying motivated to achieve your goals. No one succeeds in isolation, and embracing the power of community is a step towards sustained personal growth and resilience. Rebuilding yourself can sometimes feel like a solitary endeavor, particularly when the challenges you face seem deeply personal. You might believe that no one else could understand what you're going through, or you might hesitate to involve others out of fear of judgment or rejection. However, these feelings of isolation can hinder your progress, making it harder to stay focused and motivated. A support system counters these challenges by reminding you that you are not alone. Whether it consists of friends, family, mentors, or even professional counselors, your support network serves as a source of strength and reassurance during difficult times. One of the most valuable roles of a support system is offering encouragement. Rebuilding yourself often requires stepping out of your comfort zone, taking risks, and facing the unknown. This process can be daunting, and moments of self-doubt are inevitable. The people in your support system act as cheerleaders, reminding you of your potential and encouraging you to keep going when the road feels tough. Their belief in you can reinforce your own belief in yourself, giving you the confidence to tackle challenges head-on. Sometimes, all it takes is a kind word, a listening ear, or a heartfelt affirmation to reignite your determination. Accountability is another critical function of a support system. When you share your goals with others, you create a sense of commitment to follow through on your intentions. Knowing that someone else is invested in your success can motivate you to stay on track, even when the initial excitement of a new goal fades. Accountability partners can check in on your progress, help you set realistic milestones, and provide constructive feedback when needed. For instance, if you're working to improve your health, having a workout buddy or a coach can help you stay consistent with your fitness routine. This external accountability complements your internal motivation, ensuring that you remain focused and disciplined. A support system also provides perspective. When you're in the midst of rebuilding yourself, it's easy to become consumed by your challenges and lose sight of the bigger picture. Emotions such as frustration, fear, or disappointment can cloud your judgment, making it difficult to see solutions or opportunities. The people in your support system can offer an outside perspective, helping you view situations more objectively. They can provide advice, share their own experiences, or simply help you see your progress when you feel stuck. Their insights can be invaluable in helping you make informed decisions and maintain a balanced outlook. In addition to encouragement and perspective, a support system offers companionship and emotional support. The process of rebuilding yourself can be emotionally taxing, and having people to share your journey with can lighten the burden. They can celebrate your successes, offer comfort during setbacks, and remind you that your worth is not defined by your achievements alone. This emotional connection fosters a sense of belonging and reduces feelings of isolation, which is crucial for maintaining mental and emotional well-being. Knowing that someone cares about your journey can provide the reassurance and stability needed to persevere. Building a support system requires intentionality. It's important to surround yourself with people who genuinely want to see you thrive and who align with your values and goals. Not everyone in your life may be equipped to offer the kind of support you need, and that's okay. Focus on cultivating relationships with individuals who inspire, challenge, and uplift you. These can include close friends, family members, mentors, colleagues, or even members of a community or group that shares your interests. It's also worth considering professional support, such as therapists or coaches, who can provide specialized guidance and tools for personal growth. Maintaining a support system is a two-way street. Just as you rely on others for encouragement and guidance, it's important to reciprocate by being supportive in return. Building mutual trust and respect strengthens your relationships and fosters a sense of shared growth. When you offer support to others, you not only contribute to their journey, but also reinforce your own commitment to self-improvement. Acts of kindness and understanding create a positive feedback loop that benefits everyone involved. While a support system is crucial, it's important to recognize that it is not a substitute for your own inner drive and commitment. Ultimately, the responsibility for rebuilding yourself lies with you. Your support system can guide, encourage, and hold you accountable, but the effort and determination must come from within. Think of your support network as a safety net rather than a crutch. It's there to catch you if you stumble, but the steps forward are yours to take. In conclusion, building a support system is a powerful and necessary part of rebuilding yourself. It provides encouragement, accountability, perspective, and companionship, helping you navigate the complexities of personal growth with greater confidence and resilience. By surrounding yourself with individuals who believe in your potential and share in your journey, you create a foundation of support that sustains you through challenges and amplifies your successes. Remember, the process of rebuilding is not meant to be done in isolation. Together, you can achieve more than you ever could alone. Cultivate and cherish your support system, and let it be a source of strength as you transform into the best version of yourself. Practicing self-compassion is a fundamental aspect of rebuilding yourself. When life knocks you down, it's easy to fall into patterns of self-criticism, guilt, or shame, believing that you should have done better or been stronger. While accountability is important, harsh self-judgment can be counterproductive, draining your energy and undermining your confidence. Self-compassion, on the other hand, offers a kinder and more constructive way to approach the process of rebuilding. It involves treating yourself with the same care, understanding, and patience that you would offer to a close friend who is struggling. This practice creates the emotional foundation needed for growth and healing. At its core, self-compassion is about recognizing your inherent worth as a human being, regardless of your circumstances or past mistakes. It begins with the understanding that everyone experiences challenges, failures, and setbacks. These difficulties are part of the shared human condition, not a reflection of your inadequacy or failure. When you acknowledge this truth, you are less likely to feel isolated in your struggles and more likely to approach them with a sense of acceptance. Instead of seeing your challenges as a personal flaw, you can view them as opportunities for learning and growth. One of the first steps in practicing self-compassion is learning to speak to yourself in a kind and supportive way. Often, the inner dialogue that accompanies setbacks is filled with harsh criticism. I'm such a failure, I'll never get it right, or I'm not good enough. These thoughts may feel justified in moments of disappointment, but they are rarely accurate or helpful. Self-compassion invites you to challenge this negative self-talk and replace it with more constructive and affirming language. Instead of berating yourself for a mistake, you might say, I made a mistake, but that doesn't define me. I can learn from this and move forward. This shift in perspective fosters resilience and self-esteem, enabling you to approach challenges with greater confidence. Another aspect of self-compassion is allowing yourself to feel and process your emotions without judgment. When you're rebuilding yourself, it's natural to experience a wide range of emotions, from sadness and frustration to fear and uncertainty. Society often encourages people to suppress or ignore these feelings, equating vulnerability with weakness. However, denying your emotions can create internal conflict and hinder your ability to heal. Self-compassion encourages you to acknowledge your feelings, whatever they may be, and to give yourself permission to experience them fully. By doing so, you create space for emotional release and clarity, which are essential for moving forward. Self-compassion also involves setting realistic expectations for yourself. Rebuilding yourself is a journey, not a race, and it's important to honor your pace and progress. Unrealistic expectations can lead to feelings of inadequacy and burnout, while reasonable goals allow you to celebrate small victories along the way. Practicing self-compassion means recognizing that growth takes time and that setbacks are a natural part of the process. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, you can see them as temporary obstacles and opportunities to learn. This perspective reduces the pressure to be perfect and allows you to focus on steady, sustainable progress. Additionally, self-compassion helps you establish healthy boundaries. When you're rebuilding yourself, it's important to protect your energy and prioritize your well-being. This might mean saying no to commitments that drain you, distancing yourself from toxic relationships, or giving yourself permission to rest when you're feeling overwhelmed. Practicing self-compassion involves recognizing that your needs and limits are valid and that taking care of yourself is not selfish but necessary. Practicing self-compassion does not mean avoiding accountability or ignoring areas for improvement. On the contrary, self-compassion provides the emotional safety needed to confront your shortcomings honestly and work on them constructively. When you approach your imperfections with kindness rather than judgment, you are more likely to engage in self-reflection and take positive steps toward change. Self-compassion creates a mindset of growth rather than defensiveness, allowing you to learn from your experiences without fear of failure or rejection. Self-compassion also extends to celebrating your successes and acknowledging your efforts. When you're focused on rebuilding yourself, it's easy to overlook the progress you've made or to downplay your achievements. Self-compassion encourages you to recognize and appreciate your hard work, no matter how small the milestone may seem. This practice reinforces your sense of self-worth and motivates you to keep going. Whether it's completing a task, overcoming a fear, or simply showing up for yourself on a tough day, each step forward is worth celebrating. Incorporating self-compassion into your daily life can take many forms. It might involve mindfulness practices, such as meditation or journaling, to help you stay connected to your emotions and thoughts. It might include engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation, such as spending time in nature, pursuing a hobby, or connecting with loved ones. Self-compassion might also mean seeking support when you need it, whether from friends, family, or a therapist. These practices remind you that you are deserving of care and kindness, both from yourself and from others. In conclusion, practicing self-compassion is a transformative tool in the process of rebuilding yourself. It allows you to approach challenges with kindness and patience, fostering resilience and a growth-oriented mindset. By speaking to yourself with care, honoring your emotions, setting realistic expectations, and celebrating your progress, you create a supportive environment for healing and personal growth. Self-compassion is not about avoiding accountability, but about embracing your humanity and recognizing that you are worthy of love and understanding.